Oh no, my piezo has stopped working. I don't have a cup. Cooking wet bed and I don't want that. Whoa! Oh no! And there you have it. Double Angus cheeseburger with onion relish, mustard and tomato ketchup in a rainstorm. Yum. Uh-oh, my pump's not working. Would I use it again? No. I don't think there's any circumstance that I would use this tent again. It just doesn't, this tent doesn't make any sense. Sit rep 2 a.m. So loud. Wish I could sleep like him. All right, Flip, first time in this Pam, first time wild camping for a long time. Welcome back, everybody. It's another camping with Tony and Bernie. Come on, Bernie, do you want your treat? Bernie, the border collie. Here, Bernie, come and get your treat. We're in New Zealand. It's first day of winter. It's cold. It's very, very wet. We're running out of daylight. Camping in the pines. I need to get my shelter set up very quickly. And we need to give Bernie his treat. Very urgently. All right, Bernie, come on then. I'm trying to get Bernie to learn sit pretties. It's a slow process. Okay, sit. All right, sit pretty. Can you sit pretty? Oh, it's difficult on this ground. Oh, I'll give that to him. Good boy, Bernie. Okay, we've got a new piece of gear. Got the QU Storm something. Can't remember what it's called. Storm Star, 2-person. Now usually I would set the tarp up first, but in this case I'm not going to. I'm going to set the tent up first just to give myself more room to move around. I've only set this tent up once. I need to get rid of some of these pine cones and just clear some of the stuff out of the way. Any hard debris or rocks or sticks or anything like that. It's not perfect ground. We're on a hill, but it will have to do. I want my tent to just go here, and then I can just sit in front of it. We can cook and have a great evening. Now we're very sheltered from the wind here for now, so I don't need to peg it out straight away. All right, got 2 side poles and 1 top pole. It's an all-in-one pitch, which is perfect for setting up in the rain. So usually I would say peg it down first, but I just don't think we need to. And I think both doors are exactly the same. 2 doors, 1 on each side. So we should just be able to do this no problem. Hello, Bernie. Ah, Bernie, no. Bernie, Bernie, lie down. Come on off. Good boy. Come and lie down. Good boy. You got a pine cone. Right. So I think what you're meant to do is clip the lower ones on first. Because from all the reviews I've read, the main clips are a real pain. I'm already confused here. Why did that work and not the other one? Got them the wrong way round. Okay. That's better. All right. Oh, I don't know what I've done wrong here. Something. I think. No, I've got it. And they're right, these clips are a giant pain. Wowza. I don't know how you're going to get these on. Okay. Woo! Right. Then once you've got that set up, you're meant to put the cross pole in. Now, I can't remember if this goes on top or underneath. I'm assuming it goes on top. Must be. Right, we're getting there. Always try and get an all-in-one pitch tent or outer first for when it's raining. Just makes life so much easier. Wow, I don't know how you're meant to get these clips on. They're awful design. Gosh. Okay. All right, that's it. So I've got two vents. I've got one this side and one this side. And they've got zips, they're sealed as well. But we're definitely going to need venting. And I've got one at the back here as well. And that's it, that is all set up. Right now, because it's not windy, I'm not going to peg it down yet. What we're going to do is get the tarp set up so I can see in relation to where I want to have this set up. Because the door, I think, is here. There isn't a door here, the door is here. So inside, I'll be sleeping, I guess, my head up that end. So now we'll get the tarp. Oh, my pack's getting soaked. Okay, time for the tarp. So I've got with me here, I think it's a 3 meter by 3 meter. Something like that. So I need to hook this up to the trees back here and then use the tent I only need part of the tent covered, a little bit of it, not much, just enough to stop water from draining that way. And I also want to try and avoid using pegs. All right. So I need to square off to a tree over here. I'm hoping this is long enough. All right, that's one. Yeah, I think I can get away with this one here. Alright, so I need to bring these as close as I can without screwing up the back. Yeah, that's about it. Okay. I keep losing Bernie. Bernie! Oh, there you are. He disappears so quickly. Alright, there's that one, and then we'll do the rears. Okay, we're getting there, we're getting there. Wait and see. Alright, I think we're in business. Oh yeah, we're definitely in business. Okay. Right, I'm going to pull, I think. I don't know. Yeah, I'm definitely going to pull. I need to just lower one side. Right, I think we're good. I just need to lift this one up a bit. Okay, this one needs to go a lot higher. Alright, let's see how that looks. Alright, I just can't fix the back because the trees are in the way. I might have a tree over here. I might have to peg it down after all. Okay, I have to peg it down. Yeah, that's the only way I can get the angle, is to peg this down. All right. Okay, let's hope that's it. All right, and then what we need to do to stop this pooling, I could either pull this tight or move the tent forward a bit to let it down. Let's see what happens if I move the tent forward a bit. No, that's not going to work. I'm stuck. I don't know what to do. I think I'm going to have to drop the back down more. That's the only way. All right, I think that'll work. So now it's ultra taut, and everything will run down the back to that corner. Bernie's lying here. Which should work well. This is going to be my drainage channel, which is great. And I have all the water drain off the side of the top. Awesome. Okay, now I can think about pegging out the tent. So yeah, now we just tighten the tent up and peg it all out. Hello, Bernie. Thank you, my lovely. Thank you for my kisses. Comes with a lot of pegs, because I'm assuming for guy lines as well. It's got pretty cool peg tensioners. Oh, Bernie. He has to help. I'm helping. It's all a game to Bernie. Okay, and I think 3 more around the front. Now, you know what? I think I could get this even higher. I just need to try and get as high as I can. Even if it's just one side, I'm going to give it a go. So let me try that, and then I'll see where I end up. Okay. And you know what I'm going to do? I want to add one more guy. I think I know what's going on. I need to lift this up as much as possible. Wrong spot. I don't know. Either I need a pole or I just let it sit like that. I've got a hole down here that I can put my chair in. Let me work it out and I'll bring you back. Alright, I finally worked it out. I lifted all three, so that back one's up now. Just that one is low. All the water is coming off the tarp down that channel there, disappearing off the hill. Alright, we've got to get Bernie some water. And we've got to get my gear out. Actually, Bernie can just drink straight off of the tarp. So he'll drink all of that. Right, we need to get all my stuff out of here before it gets too drenched. And we need to open up the door. So the door is here. Yeah, shut. Gotta admit, I don't like it. Don't like this door. One of the worst I've used yet. Wow, Bernie's bowl is full already. Good, Bernie, got some water. Okay. Well, it's meant to be a storm tent, so I guess they've made it with small doors. But it is tiny. This door, that's it. And it only opens one way and then the other it opens the same way. So if the wind changes direction and comes from that side, you're absolutely screwed. It makes no sense. And the vents are aiming one way. It's not opposed. So the door should be on the other side aiming the other way. That's a massive flaw for this tent. Already. You could not use this in a major storm if the wind changes direction. Oh well, it is what it is. Right, let's start getting stuff in the tent. Oh. Bernie's dog bed that goes in. My chair. My sleeping bag. Towel and pillow. Table. My pad. And that's it. The rest is water. Coffees and things. Knife. And Bernie's dog food. And that's it. And now there are two doors, so I could store this on the other side, but for now I'll just put that there. Let's get the chair set up so at least we can get comfortable. It's getting dark very quickly in here. I'll tell you what time it is. It's 4 o'clock. It's 20 past 4 in the afternoon, that's it, and it's already dark. The camera will make it look a lot lighter than it really is. I haven't been on a wild camp, a proper wild camp, for I think almost a year. It's been a long time. I guess I camped out in Alaska in a massive storm. That was earlier this year. Oh, man. Okay, we're getting there. Very slowly. My chair is off. I don't know what's wrong with it. I think it's just I'm on very dodgy ground. Oh no, that's it, got it, okay. Whew. Right, let's get the table set up. Now, believe it or not, Bernie has never camped here in this spot. This is the first time. He has been up here before for walks, but never camped. So it's all new to him. Okay, right, we can get our cooking gear on there. I think this tent is designed so that basically you just stay in there and you don't come out. That's how it feels. It's very strange. Oh, I need a zesty. Right, now we need a level spot. So I'm going to have to move Bernie because I think my table needs to go here. I don't want it against the tent. Mind out, Bernie. You come around here and I'll put this table here. Good boy. Come and lie here. Come and lie down. There you go, Bernie. Come on, lie down. Lie down. You're gonna lie down. You're gonna stay there. Okay. Good boy. All right. Yeah, this is better. Poor Bernie. Okay, I did put a little light up here a second ago, but I'll change it out for this big one. Perfect. Now we're in business. Oh, thank goodness for waterproof gear. Right, we'll put a hot drink on. I think I'll have a hot chocolate. I don't want to be awake tonight. I'm having a coffee now. Water. So, welcome to another camp with Tony and Bernie. Wild camping. For all the haters that don't like van camps and truck camps and, you know, they say that's not real camping. This is real camping. Surely no one can have a problem with this camping. Oh no, my piezo has stopped working. Ah! What's going on? I'm having failures. It's not good. Oh no! I've got no spark. Okay, well, that happens. Piezo is rubbish at the best of times. So I need my lighter. Always carry a couple of lighters with you. Never rely on the piezo. Trusty Bic lighters. There we go. Woo! Oh, and I've just realised something. I don't have a cup. I've forgotten my cup. Oh no. How did I manage that? I got distracted. And I've left my cup at home. I can't believe it. What am I going to do? I can't believe I've left my cup at home. That's a major error. I've got to think what to do. I've got a feeling I've done this before. I have. I've left my cup at home before. I think what I did last time was I just drank straight out of the kettle. And I made my hot chocolate and stuff in the kettle. And I just drank out of the lid. So maybe that's all I'll do this time. There's always something. You always forget something. Especially me. Oh no, I can't believe it. Stupid. I'm such an idiot, Bernie. Right, so soon it's time for his DINNER. Hey, I could I could make the hot chocolate in here and then pour it in my Coke can and drink it from here. In fact, that would work because in Japan you have them from this, and you can have them hot or cold. So I'll make my hot chocolate in there and then pour it into here and drink it from here. There's always a solution. I can't believe it. Wow, look at this. It's absolutely chucking down. And I think it's going to get a lot worse tonight. Alright. So we'll make the hot chocolate in here. I might actually add another one. Because I'm not going to be having a hot chocolate later. So we'll thicken this up. There's double the water in here as well. If I do have, I could, you know what, I could just leave it to sit, boil it up, and then save some for later, because this can isn't going to take all of this. In fact, that's what I'm going to do. Here we go. So here's the plan, master plan. I'm going to put more water in. Yeah. Hey, let's see if my starter, ow, hot. Let's see if the starter works now. It does. I think I've got water in there. I need to fix this. I'm on a slope. Sort of better. Okay, I'm going to add some more water. just feels precarious, it really does. I don't know, I'm not going to touch it while it's on. Hey, hey, hey. So, thanks again for coming on this one, everyone. It was an impromptu. I just today got back from my buddy camp in the massive storm, and I knew there was more rain coming tonight, so that's why I came straight back out with Bernie. So Bernie's getting 2 camps 2 nights in a row, and I thought I'd bring you along. We'll go in the pines, where everyone loves the pines, and just chill out and do a traditional old school wild camp. The sound of the rain on the tarp. I haven't heard this for such a long time. It's not that I've been actively avoiding wild camping. I just haven't had the inclination to go. The weather hasn't fitted, all sorts of reasons. So I've got to say from the outset, I'm not really liking this tent. I'll be honest. It's quite tricky to put together. The doors are awful. Tiny. I don't know what they were thinking. Just seems to have so many compromises. These poles are very thin. If this was a true storm tent, these would be DAC. I don't think they're DAC. Maybe they are DAC. If they are DAC, yeah, they are actually, sorry. But they're really thin. I think they're like 7 mil. It should be 8 or 10 or something like that, like a Hilleberg. So look how flimsy this is. I would not trust this in a mega storm. I just wouldn't. And it's heavy. It's over 2 kilos. For this, for what it is, too heavy. I've had so many people comment saying, oh, you should try this tent. It's amazing. We love it. It's a great 4-season winter tent. Sorry to tell you, I really don't think it is. I think it's an average 4-season tent. Okay, so how am I going to do this? Alright, you pour this in. Slowly but surely. Ow! And it's hot, of course. Very hot. Okay, so somehow now I've got to work out how to drink it. I'm going to have to let it cool down so I can actually pick it up because it's boiling right now. Alright, I'm going to sit back, chill, it's still early, and I'll bring you back for his DINNER and then ours. It'll be dark when I bring you back. Alright, time to give Bernie his dinner. Get your dinner, Bernie. Just been chilling. So what I ended up doing, sit Bernie, good boy, go on. Go on then. What I ended up doing with my hot drink was putting it in my Nalgene bottle, which works much better. The Coke can was never going to work, too hot. At least with the Nalgene bottle, it's designed for this. Man, it's just lovely. It's not too cold. I think it's about 12 Celsius. But just the sound of the rain. And tonight it's meant to get really strong, the rain. So we'll see how it goes. My tarp is holding up brilliantly. Tonight, before we go to bed, we'll tighten it all up because, you know, guy lines stretch a bit when they're wet, and the tarp material does. So we'll tighten it all up, hunker it down, and we should be good. But I've got no pooling whatsoever. The corner drainage is working brilliantly. Just a superb setup. So for our dinner, we've got cheeseburger, which I can't wait to have. So it's still a bit early. It's only just gone 5 o'clock. I think about 6 o'clock we'll crank up the cheeseburger. So I'm very much looking forward to that. He's on a strict diet. He can only have his special food. He doesn't like having water in there. But I'll put his bowl back under the drain there where it's all gushing off the top. There we go. So he's had his dinner. So I'll put this back here, and that'll be full again in a minute. Literally 60 seconds and that's full. Now I could bring his bed out here, but then it will just be soaked. I'd rather, he's fine lying on the pines, it's drying out where he is anyway. And then at bedtime we'll dry him off, and he can lie on his bed then. But in the meantime, no, we'll keep him dry. I'm now rocking my beanie, got my headlamp. This is this Phoenix headlamp. I can't remember the exact model number. I'll mention it on the screen, I think. So I'll put a link to it if I can't find it. But Phoenix make great headlamps, they really do. It's all I use now. And the light on the camera is a Phoenix lantern as well. They're just the best. It's just best stuff for this. Right, everyone, bring you back for my dinner time. Is that a nice dinner, Bernie? Want some water? Go around and get some water, look. Where's your water? That's my pan. Where's your water, Bernie? Oh, alright, bring you back. Right, welcome back, everybody. It's dinner time. Temperature has dropped quite a bit, and it's got a bit breezy. Now, I'm keeping an eye on Bernie. He's absolutely fine. I mean, he's bred for much, much colder conditions than this. Okay, now, I'm having a problem with my chair in that it keeps sinking. So, even with these feet thing on, I'm struggling to get comfy. Hopefully that's it. Okay. These are tricky conditions to film in. And to cook in as well. Alright, dinner. My dinner. Pretty simple burger. Right, we need to get the pan hot. Now I'm still having an issue with how high this thing is. I've got to keep adjusting the table just to get it right. Excuse the arse shot, everyone. But it's because it's a downhill slope. Let's try that. Oh, come on. I could do an adjustable table or stones, but there's no stones up here. I've only got pine cones. And they're not what you'd call stable. Okay, I think that's better than nothing. Seems okay. All right, let's get this nice and hot. My piezo's working now at least. Look at the wind, look. Can you see the wind blowing it off to that side? Wow. Oh man. I'm struggling here. It's a very slippery surface. I don't know. I am struggling. I think I could do this on the floor, but I don't want an open flame on pine, even though it's wet. It's not a good idea. Right, that's going to get very hot very quickly. We've got my burgers are sealed. This weather. But it is going to get a lot worse tonight when I'm asleep. Which should be exciting, to say the least. Okay. Got two lovely burgers here because we're going to have a double cheeseburger. Now you're going to see him perk up because he's going to smell this. It's got onion in it. He can't have any before anybody says. Onion is toxic to dogs. Alright, here we go. 1 and 2. Oh, the smell. Yeah, that's going to drive him absolutely nuts. That really is. No two ways about it. I tell you what, this really reminds me of old school camps. My type of camping. Bit of a mess, terrible weather. Just how I like it. All right. And now I've got a bun, I've already cut it, it's ready to go. Got a couple of pieces of cheese. I could really do without this wind picking up. We don't like wind. This flame is doing very well, even in these windy conditions. Now, I don't know if you can see the rain. I can see it against the light and the camera. It's going to get a lot worse. I've also got some leaks, so I've got 2 pinholes here from where I've used this tarp with fire and having fires, and little embers create holes in the tarp. So I've got a couple of drips here as well. I think we can tighten this up a bit. Let me do that. You're going to see it pop up, hopefully. It's one side. There we go. And then I just need to get the back a bit tighter. Okay, that's pretty good. Look at all the water. I don't know if you can see the water gushing off the back there. All right. Man, these are cooking in no time at all. Got my GSI pan, the goat pan. I've had a GSI pan for 6 years now. This is a new one, but it's the same one, the Pinnacle. You just can't buy them anymore. I had to get it on eBay. I don't know why GSA stopped making them. It's definitely, hands down, the best pan there is. Right, let's put the cheese on. Okay. Oh, this is going to be epic. Now, I am sitting on Bernie's dog bed just because my bum got cold. Now, and I know someone's going to say, oh, that's Bernie's, you should give Bernie the bed, but it will get drenched, honestly, and then he'll be going to bed on a soaking wet bed, and I don't want that. Whoa! Oh, no! What the hell happened there? Oh, my pegs came out. Oh, no! Hang on, I've got to go and fix the tent. Okay, it's because I tightened it up so much, it pulled them out. But now I've wedged them behind a root. It'll be much better. Oh, this is looking so good. Okay, and I have, now I'm not going to toast the buns, I don't need to. I have some onion relish mixed with tomato ketchup and mustard to go on top as well. Oh, got wet hands. I can't get it undone. Very difficult to do with gloves on. I'm really struggling here. Oh, got it. Oh yeah. So yeah, this is tomato ketchup, mustard, American mustard and onion relish. You know it's good because you can see his nose. But very, very, very bad for him. Whoa! Oh man, something's gonna happen. I hope I'm not gonna drop my burger, I really do. That would be very bad. So yeah, I was saying I'm using his bed because I don't want him being going to bed on a soaking wet bed. He's absolutely fine on the pines. He's bred for below zero. So this is, as you can see, he's not even coiled up. This isn't even cold for him. All right, my burgers are good. They're ready to go. So this is the key. I must not drop the burgers. Oh, these are gonna be epic. All right. And then we put our mustard, relish, concoction. These burgers are so juicy. Oh yeah. Wow. And there you have it. A double Angus cheeseburger with onion relish, mustard and tomato ketchup in a rainstorm. Yum. Okay, let's feast. I'm so excited to bite into this. Oh no, you know what? Lesson learned from many times. Take gloves off when eating burgers. Because it can get messy. Right, bon appetit, everybody. I can see him looking at me, but I'm ignoring him. So good. What is it about burgers? One of my favourite comfort foods. You tell me, what's your favourite comfort food? Oh, yum. Oh, they taste so good. And they're really charred. Beautiful. Bring you back for a cigar. Oh, that cigar was absolutely delicious. Sorry, not cigar, my dinner was absolutely delicious. Now it's time for a cigar. And we've got a Monte Cristo number 4. The rain seems to have died down for a bit. Benny's funny. Loves cigars. Strange dog. Yeah, the rain and the wind has died down slightly. Although I just said that and I can hear it. Here it comes. Wow, I actually heard it coming. Gosh. Oh, yum. Lovely. Oh. This just feels right. I haven't had this for such a long time. But it does feel good. I do miss the occasional rainy wild camp. I don't miss horrible conditions, as in super windy, gale force, impossible to film, messy, but I do miss this. I like this. I just need the wind to stay down a bit. Friends and Neighbours on Apple TV, gotta watch it. I think it's coming up to the finale and it's so good. I don't know what's gonna happen. I think I'm at the penultimate episode, so I can't wait to see that. It's been a fantastic show. The cast is so good. John Hamm is amazing. Also, Dutton Ranch is turning out to be really good as well. Yeah. I'm glad Taylor Sheridan decided to go ahead with this. Better than I thought it would be. Someone said that Marshall's has got better. I should stick with it. I tried. Honestly, I did. It just didn't do it for me. It wasn't that good. And he's not a strong enough actor to hold that cast. It just isn't. Tell you what, after this cigar, I think I'm going to crawl into bed because it's chilly out here and I know it's going to be nice and warm and cozy in there. This is where I think I will like the tent, is it will be cozy in there. It's got good vents. It seems to have plenty of space, but you'll see later. It's a 2-person tent. For 2 of us, it'll be fine. The only downside is I'm on a hill, so I'm going to be falling off of the bed all night. But it is what it is. I think Max Verstappen is going to leave Formula One, by the way. I think that's over. And I've got a sneaking suspicion Tom Brady might come back. He made a comment on a YouTube video that he'd like to play for the Raiders, the Las Vegas Raiders. That'll be interesting to see if Tom Brady comes back, the GOAT. Well, that was very random. I'm going to chill. I'm going to have this cigar and then bring you all back for bedtime in the tent. Got to blow up the pad, set out my quilt, got to dry him off, get him on his bed, and then just relax in there and hope that it's a nice space tonight. So I'll bring you back at bedtime. Okay, let's set this up. So I've got a new pad, and I'll be honest, I haven't even opened it. So it's the Sea to Summit something. I don't know what it is, but it's meant to be very, very comfortable. I hadn't even had a chance to test it at home, so hopefully it doesn't have a leak, or else I'm in trouble. It's the Sea to Summit Etherlite XR Pro Thermal Core. Wow, okay. Now, it's got one of those stupid valves that I absolutely hate. Make it impossible to pump it up properly. Okay, let's see how long this takes to inflate. Uh-oh. Oh. My pad's not working. My pump's not working. Oh no. I think I've got water in my pump. My Flex Tower Mini is broken. It's given up the ghost. Can't believe it. So the light works, but nothing else. I'm gonna have to dry this out when I get home. Well, let's put it up here for now as a light. And I'm gonna have to blow it up by mouth, so I'll bring you back. All right, actually that didn't take me long to blow it up. And there we go. So the Sea to Summit Etherlite XR Pro. So yeah, I forgot the my pad pump doesn't work, and I forgot the inflator, the bag that it comes with. But honestly, that only took a minute. Right, so I need to get in and take my boots off, and then I need to let Bernie in and dry him off. I just need to find his towel, which I've left outside. Yep. Okay, so let me take my boots off and then we'll bring Bernie in. All right, Bernie, come on then. On your bed. Good boy. All right, let's turn your light off. Give you a good dry. A wet dog in the tent. Yuck. Let's take his harness off. Benny, up here, come on. Good boy. Lie down. There you go. What a good boy. Oh, he's been wanting to come in here for ages. He loves the tent. He loves coming in tents, honestly. You know what I mean. He just feels secure in the tent. He just loves being in here. Border Collies, they like their routine. And his routine is getting in the tent and just hunkering down. And he's on his bed. And that's it. Nice and comfy. We'll let him dry himself off a bit. I'll cover him a bit just to stop my sleeping bag getting wet. I'm going to sleep with the door, the outer door open. I don't think I need to close it because I'm under a tarp and the rain's coming in the other way. So this is just completely died now, this thing. I wonder if it's actually that it's just out of power. That could be it, because it's very weak, the light. So, oh well. Is what it is. I've got the light on the camera, the Phoenix, which is much better anyway and much stronger than this Phoenix thing. This flex light thing. So let me show you around the inside of here. So what we've got, two-person tent, quite a lot of room, lots of pockets, 8 pockets. in the corners. So basically 4. We've got our vents up here. The only thing with the venting is that I've noticed there's no fly mesh just on the vent, which is just bizarre. So there's no fly screen here. This pocket is purely to get in to close this outer vent if I want to. Same on the other side here, look. But no fly mesh. So the venting has to go through the fly mesh on the doors only, which I just find kind of weird. So we've got here this mesh, and that must go through the vents there. I am not a fan of what they've done here with these doors. These toggles are pretty awful. Just everything requires 2 hands in here. It's just stupid. I'm really not a fan of this tent at all so far. Just nothing about it is ticking any boxes. You know, Hilleberg just makes such a better tent. I'm misting up, I'm afraid. Yeah, Hilleberg just do a much better job. Let's take this out. Look at this, look. I can't, with one hand, I can't deal with this. There we go, got it out. Right, so basically, if I do this up, then I've got mesh here. Okay. So I've got mesh, which I then have to secure with this stupid thing. Again, need 2 hands. And I guess the air flows up through the vents outside. Yeah, so these zips, all that's for is just to be able to access the vent. That's it. Why didn't they give you an option to have mesh here? I don't get it. This is meant to be a 4-season tent. Ventilation's the most important thing. What if you've got spindrift blowing in below and you can't have these open and you need them up high? Just makes no sense. Silly, very silly. There should be a mesh panel here. I don't get it. I don't get it at all. And they're both facing the same direction when you open the doors, so if the wind's blowing that direction, you're buggered. That's daft. There's loads of room in here, I have to say. Look, I'm sitting upright on the pad. I've still got tons of room. There really isn't anything else to say about this tent. Would I use it again? Nope. I don't think there's any circumstance that I would use this tent again versus using my Hillebergs. There just isn't. This is heavier, less venting. It just doesn't, this tent doesn't make any sense. It's American, I think, this tent. Q, American Hunters. They're not going to be happy with me. They're going to be very angry with me. I paid for this though. I bought it with my own money, so I can say what I want. But, no. Nope. For the price, you can get much better stuff than this. Even Nature Hike is better than this. Chinese. So, no, I wouldn't bother. I wouldn't waste your money. I'm getting hot in here now. Again, because there's not much ventilation. Right. I'm gonna get my bed out, settle down, watch a movie, and then bring you back when we hit the sack. Maybe share some more thoughts on this weird tent. Bernie doesn't care, he likes the tent. He just likes any tent. Right, bring you back later. It's time for bed. I've been watching a movie on my phone. Hey Bernie, how you doing? Pretty comfy. I've had to wedge some stuff, like my food box and some extra gear that I had under my pad to lift it about that much to keep it as flat as possible. Otherwise I'll just roll straight down this dip and straight into Bernie. He wouldn't mind. Hello, I know. and comfy. I've been dwelling on this tent. The one thing I do like is it's got a vast ceiling space. Very big. What's up, Bernie? Do you want me to take that off you? Come and lie down, Bernie. Come on. It's because I've just started talking. There you go. It's got a lot of space. And I think that's why the doors are the way they are, was because they've made it with this big flat roof inside. But it just compromises so many other things. Other than that, it's okay. Honestly, it's nothing special. I've just over 2 kilos. I'd rather have a Hillberg. And I'd rather carry 3 kilos. Have more space and stronger. These DAC poles are not very thin, not very thick. I don't like the doors. I don't like the vents, particularly these things. I think this would be a condensation nightmare in winter. Just because I think the venting is not good enough at all. And I think if you've got spindrift coming in, it blows in under everything. It really does. These doors would be a major problem, especially if you... This is very delicate, this mesh. So, yeah, I don't know. Not a fan. So I probably won't ever use this again. Looks good from the outside, the color and everything, but no. One thing I do like is the pegs have adjusters on them, so you can tighten the whole thing against the pegs. Yeah. And it's waterproof, but all tents should be waterproof anyway, even though a lot of Hillebergs aren't fully waterproof. All right, everyone, unless something major happens in the middle of the night, and it has died down, the rain. In fact, I think it might have stopped for a bit. If it gets heavy again in the middle of the night, I'll bring you back. Otherwise, see you in the morning. Night, everybody. Night, night, Bernie. Night, night. All right, night, everybody. Sit rep. It's 2 a.m. It's so loud. Lie down, Bernie. It's still good time. It's gonna get heavier as well. Had a crap sleep. Oh well. Is what it is. I think it's gonna get a lot louder. Now the wind's picking up as well. 2:30. I can hear it. Let's have a look out the window. Not so bad at the moment, but it's been like chucking like this for ages. And the wind was coming in gusts, and then you'll see the light just in the tarp just move. It's not timed it well for filming. I can feel it out there, the wind. And I can hear it above in the trees. When these waves of wind and rain come. I think the tarp's going to be okay. It's so secure. It's not really moving that much at all. But it is breezy out there. Oh well, gotta try and get some sleep. I wish I could sleep like him. Just zonked all the time. Right, try to sleep. That's it, we're at 4 a.m. Oh, it's just got louder. And the winds keep picking up and then dying down. But the rain is constant. It just comes in waves of loudness though and intensity. Doesn't bother him at all. He sleeps through it because he's used to sleeping outside anyway. I could put earplugs in. Oh, I don't think it would really help. Because I like to hear just in case the wind does something to the tarp. Oh, 4 a.m. I think I've had about 3 hours sleep. Oh well, I'll try and get some more. Morning everybody. Morning Bernie. Morning Bernie. Morning my lovely. Oh, what a night. Morning baby. Lie down. It's a good boy. Morning. Morning. You gonna lie down? You gonna lie down? Morning Bernie. He wants me to lie down. It's his routine. Oh, morning. Morning, Bernie. Morning, everybody. At least you've got Bernie in view, even if you can't see me. Oh, what a night. I didn't sleep much. Maybe 4 hours. Well, if it wasn't the wind, but gusts, and it was the heavy rain, but the rain seems to have stopped now. Well, I slept in a bit. It's 8 o'clock. It's because I was so tired. Right, we need to get up and have a cup of coffee. I need to let him out to pee. Are you slipping off, Bernie? Oh, sorry, Bernie. Oh, dear, he got his foot stuck. Sorry, Bernie. Did you get your foot stuck? Oh, dear. Right. Should we get up, Bernie? You gonna let me get up? Right, let's get up. Ugh. All right, let's let Bernie out. Yes, it's your turn to get out. All right, mind out, Bernie. Come on. Move. Let me get to the zip. Mind out, Bernie. Go on then. Oh, good boy. Right. Oh, it's chilly out there. Chilly. Okay. It's going to be beanie time for my coffee. Bernie, no. Just don't go to the pan, okay? All right. Stay out there, Bernie. Out, out. Good boy. Let's get up. Oh, right, let's give Bernie his breakfast, because I know that's what he's going to want more than anything. This Lucy light, these inflatable lights, they're brilliant. That's been on all night. Little solar powered thing that you can recharge. But yeah, all night that's lasted. Amazing. Very low light, but enough for outside a tent, just to keep an ambient glow. Right, do we need to tighten the tarp up? I think it's okay. Let's have a look. Yeah, it's pretty tight. I don't want to pull the pegs out again. No, that's looking good. It's got lots of pine needles on it. All right, Bernie's dinner, Bernie's breakfast. Oh, I'm all discombobulated. You want your breakfast, Bernie? Go on then. Good boy. Right, I need to get my breakfast on. I need to have a coffee out of my Nalgene bottle because I've forgotten my cup. Just got to improvise. Right, I really want to sort this table out. I just don't know where to put it. Get it level. Let's see. All right, that might work there. It looks level. Well, it's not slipping or anything, so that's a good sign. It does look there, level. Okay. Oh, hallelujah. I'm so desperate for coffee. Terrible night's sleep. Terrible. Where I'd set the tent up was such an angle. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to boil up the water, pour it in to the Nalgene, add the coffee in there, shake it up, and we'll be good to go. And my sparker stopped again. It gets damp and then needs to dry out. It's very strange. So it got damp yesterday, and that's what happened. After it dries out, it works fine. Okay, so we'll add the coffee directly into my empty Nalgene. Did you have a nice breakfast, Bernie? Give him some water. There you go. All right, coffees. So we're having lattes, avalanche coffee lattes. Oh man, I'm back, Bernie, wild camping. And it's just as uncomfortable as I remember it was. Sleeping in Buddy or sleeping in the truck is so much more comfortable. But you just can't get to these sorts of places. I mean, look at where I am. Look at these trees, aren't they stunning? Now, one thing to note is, in extremely high winds, if you know there's really high winds coming, then don't camp in trees like this, especially pines that lift easily, or you get overhead branches falling. Don't do that. Very dangerous. And then for breakfast, we got good old pancakes. I thought if I'm doing an old school wild camp, we're gonna have an old school breakfast, pancakes. The very first breakfasts that I used to do on this channel. 6 years ago now, I think. Right, we'll boil up the water and we'll have our coffee. All right, just boiled. This should be a lot easier than yesterday when I did it in the can. So only do this in Nalgene's. They're the only one that can take boiling water. And it's a latte, so I guess we can shake it up a little bit. And have a frothy latte. Isn't that right, Bernie? What's that smell of to you? Oh yeah, don't like that. Right, that's going to be too hot to drink right at the moment. Okay, let's get breakfast sorted as well. We'll let that cool down a bit. So, breakfast, we need a pan. Okay, now I've got some burger fat in here that I need to throw away. Oh, let's see if my igniter works now. Yep. Just gets damp, so if your piezo stops working on one of these stoves outside and it's been raining or you've spilt water or whatever, use your lighter, get it dry that way, and then it should work again. This is how you clean pans in the bush. So we're still at a slight angle, but I can't get it absolutely perfect. It's because we're on the hill. So wherever I pour this, Bernie's going to want to go and get it because of the smell. So I'm going to have to bury it a bit, I think. We just want to get that burger flavor out. Okay, that should do it. All right, let's chuck that. All right. So we want this on low. Got my pre-made mix. I'm going to go for a big, thick pancake. And that's it. If I can lift this just slightly, I can pack some pine needles underneath. Then I can get this dead flat. Yeah, I think that's good. All right, bring you back for pancake. Probably slightly burger tasting one. All right, I think we're ready to do the flip. And I think it started raining again. Yeah, I think we're definitely ready to do the flip. I don't know how successful this is going to be. Come on. I didn't bring a spatula. Oh no, I think I've burnt it a little bit. It seems to be stuck on where the burger juice was. Oh no, here we go. All right, I got it. All right, flip. First time in this pan, first time wild camping for a long time. Nailed it. Nailed it. I think what we're going to do is actually eat it in the pan, because I've got burger juice in my plate. Can't imagine that's going to be very nice. This is only going to take a minute on this side. Can you see him? He's had his breakfast. Unbelievable. Right, and while that's cooking off there, which shouldn't take long at all, I'm going to pour the maple syrup in so it absorbs it. Canadian pure maple syrup. I watched a video, a YouTube video, this guy. Lashings of maple syrup. I watched a video of this guy in Canada who had tapped the trees himself, and he had, I think it was a 5-gallon jug of maple juice, maple water, maple juice. And to make just that amount of maple syrup was that 5-gallon jug. It's a crazy amount. All right, nice and hot maple syrup so it won't make my pancake cold. Look at that beautiful buttermilk pancake with maple syrup in the pines. Yum. Let's tuck into this. I also didn't bring a knife. So no cup, no spatula, no knife. I'm on a roll. It's like camping with the Scouts. Oh, this looks very hot and dangerous. Maple syrup. Oh, I'm looking forward to this first bite. Oh. And can you see him? He's looking at the camera. Did you see him look at the camera there when I said that? Could you get any closer? Don't lick your lips. It's my breakfast time. Hot. Very hot. Oh. Woo. Man, that was hot. Oh, but it tasted good. Oh, that was so hot. Why didn't I let it cool down a bit more? Woo. Cool. Blazing saddles. Oh, and I've got my coffee as well. It's so much hotter when you do the maple syrup in with the pancake. Mmm. Oh, it's just so hot at the moment. Let's have a sip of coffee. Hopefully this will have cooled down by now. Ah, I'm making such a mess. Is there any way to drink from these without the splashback? I don't think there is. Wow. Well, I'm just going to chill. Eat the rest of this pancake. Have my coffee. Oh, the coffee's good though. Oh, that's what I needed. Okay. Now bring you back for packing down the tent and the tarp. Which, by the way, yeah, tent, big disappointment. I think for the money and everything else, there's such better tents out there. And the fact they market it as a storm-worthy 4-season tent. Maybe. Just doesn't do it for me at all. So you can't say I didn't give it a go. All those people that commented saying, oh, get this one. I gave it a go and I'd go back to a Hillberg anytime. Bring you back in a bit. stick burning. Oh, he splashed himself. All right, I think it's time to pack up. So I need to get everything out of the tent into my pack. So I will fast forward from now. Right, that's everything inside done. So what we need to do is probably take the tarp down first. There's so many pine needles on this thing, it's going to be ugly. So let's do that. I think then we'll shake all the pine needles off. Okay, that wasn't so bad. Got the pine needles off, no problem. Stuff it back in its sack. So all this stuff, I have to, when I get home, have to hang it all back out again. Not today, because it's still raining. And then let it dry off. I don't have an indoor area to do that really. That's big enough. It's a cold tarp. I tell you, that reminds me of doing tarps in winter. You just can't feel your hands. It's freezing cold. Here's the arse shot. Okay. All my guy lines. Still got some on the trees. Hello Bernie, you helping? Thank you Bernie. Thank you Bernie. Thank you Bernie. He loves helping. when I'm putting the tent away. He just waits for me to crouch down, and then out of nowhere, in comes Bernie's face. Lovely kisses. I think I've got one more guy line. Where are you, Bernie? Gosh, you've gone all the way up there. Okay, time to take the tent down. Let's see how difficult these massive clips are going to be. You see Bernie's onto the scent of something. Bernie, what are you doing? Okay, we take out all the pegs. Hello, puppy. Hello, my lovely. All right. Okay, let's get all the pine needles off and as much of the water off as possible. Close the vents. So you see what I mean? The problem with these vents is, look at that. I've got one vent facing that way and the other one here as well facing this way. So both vents are facing this way. So if you pitch this tent up with the wind is coming from that direction here, great. If the wind then changes direction, either during the day or overnight, and swings around to here, you got no way of getting out because both doors are here. The back door is here, the front door is here, everything is facing one direction. Which, if you had a one-door tent, fine, you've got no choice. But it's a two-door tent. So this section should be duplicated on that side over there, not this side. Just like the Hilberg Steiker. You want it opposing. So if it was a true storm tent, true four-season tent, that's how it would be set up. Okay, now here comes the rain. Right, so let's get rid of these big clips, which are a nightmare. I don't know why they went with these things. I think they're awful. You push them and they're meant to release, but they're just finicky. See this one? Ah, just. It's not a great system. Some will say, oh, it's for added strength, but there's a reason Hilberg doesn't use these things, is they just don't work very well. Oh. Look, I'll give you a close-up. So look, this is the clip here. So to put on, you have to have two hands to close them, which is stupid. One hand undoes them, but these things here, they're just not very good. Why they didn't just use these types of clips, I've no idea. You could have just had two of these, one here, one here. They'll say it's for added strength. I don't think that adds any strength really. I don't think Dak did a particularly good job with these things because you need two hands to close them. One hand to open, great. But no, I don't like them at all. Right, take all the other clips off, which is so easy to do. See, these are a pain. Okay. It's quite an odd design as well, that the poles go across like the way they do. I think it's the first time I've seen this design like this. And then one thing I noticed is you have to be really careful taking the poles out, because the ends get stuck in the tubes, and they're so packed in the bottom of these tubes that it can pull the elastic out. So I've got to be really careful, because the first time I did it, when I tested it at home, the elastic just popped straight out the bottom. So again, another design flaw is the holders for the poles are just too tight at the bottom. These things here, and they pinch the bottom of the pole. So you have to be really delicate. There you go, look, see? The elastics come out. I don't know if you can see that. Look at that. There. It pulled the whole grommet out. Just doesn't make any sense. I just don't understand what they were thinking. Maybe they weren't thinking. It's going to pull this one out as well? No. And it's not faulty poles. It's the pockets. They're just way too tight. Yep. Zero chance of me ever using this tent again. Zero. It's such a shame. It's been the most overhyped tent in my comments section ever. People telling me to try it out. Whether they've got it or not themselves, I don't know. But oh, what a waste of money that was. And these thin poles, even though they're DAC, no. QU's idea of 4-season and storms is very, very different to mine and Hilberg's. Is it 4-season? Kind of. Kind of. It's not. It's like a 4th season tent. You wouldn't want this thing out in a blizzard and setting it up in a blizzard. Just no way. I mean, it's quite a nice space to be in once you're inside it. It's fairly big, but then the next problem you're going to have is condensation. You're going to have tons of it, and there's nothing you'll be able to do about it. Get a Hilberg. My dad always used to tell me, buy once, that's it. In other words, don't make a false economy by trying to save a bit of money and get a cheaper thing, because you'll regret it and you'll have to buy something else. Plan to buy once, even if it means spending a bit more money. Well, I guess this thing will go to charity. A friend of mine takes disadvantaged kids camping. They don't have anything, any gear whatsoever. So I give him all my used gear, camping gear, old sleeping bags, things like that, tents that I don't use. And he takes all these kids out. The groups are getting bigger and bigger. So at least I know that they're getting some gear to go camping in. And they don't go camping in horrible conditions. Oh look, we've got a fantail that's come to say hello. The bird, a fantail. Because I've disturbed the ground. they're looking for food. Actually, right. That wasn't so bad. Okay, I've got to get all this stuff in my pack and we're good to go. All right, come on, Bernie. Good boy. We're going home. Huh? All right, everyone. I'm gonna head off back home. Thanks again for coming. Hope you've enjoyed this one. Hope you've seen the pines as what they are, which is beautiful. Such a lovely spot to be in, really is. And a bit of a wild camp, haven't done one for such a long time. Mistakes were made, like putting my sleeping area in the middle of a pit here, which I didn't see under all those pines. I should have gone further back here. Here would have been better. Oh well. Thanks again for coming. I hope you've enjoyed this wild camp. We'll do more, promise. I'm not sure when the next one will be. Thanks for everyone that's been watching the buddy camp that came. You know, Buddy's back, and thanks for watching that one. It's doing really well. And we'll see you again soon from Tony and Bernie, Baby Camping. Thanks again, everyone. Catch you next time. Should we go home? Come on then.